Welcome back to another episode of Celebrity News where we dive deep into the lives of the stars we love. Today, we're exploring a story that goes beyond the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, a story about real love, profound loss, and the incredible resilience of the human spirit. This is the story of Judge Lynn Toler and how she's navigating one of life's most challenging chapters. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because we bring you the most compelling celebrity stories with the depth and respect they deserve. Today's story is particularly close to our hearts, so please show your support by liking this video and sharing your thoughts in the comments. Most of us know Judge Lynn Toler as the no-nonsense, wise, and compassionate judge who ruled the courtroom on divorce court for over a decade. But what many people don't realize is that long before she became a television personality, Judge Toler was already making waves in the legal world as a real judge in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. She wasn't just playing a judge on TV, she was the real deal, with years of experience handling family law cases and understanding the complexities of human relationships. Her journey to television fame began in the late 1990s when she was serving as a municipal court judge. Her unique approach to justice, which combined legal expertise with genuine empathy and practical wisdom, caught the attention of television producers who were looking for someone to take over the popular daytime show, Divorce Court. When Judge Toler stepped into the role in 2006, she brought something special to daytime television. Unlike other court shows that focused on drama and conflict, Judge Toler approached each case with the goal of actually helping people heal and move forward. She didn't just make legal decisions, she offered life advice, relationship counseling, and sometimes the tough love that couples needed to hear. What made Judge Toler so effective on television was her ability to see beyond the immediate conflict to the underlying issues that were really causing problems in relationships. She understood that most couples who ended up in divorce court weren't just dealing with legal disputes, they were dealing with communication breakdowns, trust issues, and fundamental differences in how they approached life and love. Her background wasn't just in law, she also had extensive experience in mediation and conflict resolution. This combination of legal knowledge and therapeutic insight made her uniquely qualified to help couples navigate some of the most difficult periods of their lives. She could explain legal concepts in ways that regular people could understand while also helping them see patterns in their behavior that might be contributing to their problems. But perhaps what made Judge Toler most relatable to her audience was the fact that she openly shared her own struggles with relationships. She didn't pretend to have all the answers or to have lived a perfect life. Instead, she drew from her own experiences of marriage, divorce, and blended families to offer genuine, practical advice to the people who appeared before her. This authenticity resonated with viewers who were tired of seeing perfect, untouchable celebrities on television. Judge Toler showed them that it was possible to face difficult circumstances with dignity, learn from mistakes, and build something better from the pieces of what had been broken. The foundation of Judge Toler's wisdom about relationships came from her own marriage to Eric Mumford, a relationship that spanned over 3 decades and weathered many storms. Eric wasn't in the entertainment industry, he was a businessman who preferred to stay out of the spotlight while supporting his wife's very public career. Their relationship began in the 1980s when both were young professionals trying to build their careers while also figuring out how to blend their families. Judge Toler had children from a previous marriage, and Eric embraced his role as a stepfather with dedication and love. Together, they created a household that was bustling with activity, filled with the challenges and joys that come with raising 6 boys. What was remarkable about their relationship was how they managed to maintain their connection despite the pressures of public life. Eric understood that his wife's work often involved long hours, high stress, and constant emotional demands. He created a home environment that served as a sanctuary where she could decompress and recharge for the challenges ahead. Friends and family members often spoke about how Eric and Judge Toler complemented each other perfectly. Where she was direct and sometimes confrontational, he was gentle and diplomatic. Where she was comfortable in the spotlight, he preferred quiet moments at home. This balance allowed them to support each other in ways that strengthened both their individual characters and their relationship as a couple. Their marriage wasn't without its difficulties, something Judge Toler has always been honest about. They went through periods of financial stress, disagreements about parenting, and the normal challenges that come with any long-term relationship. But what set them apart was their commitment to working through these issues rather than giving up when things got tough. Eric's influence on Judge Toler's work was profound, even though he rarely appeared on camera or gave interviews. He was the one who encouraged her to be vulnerable with her audience, to share her own struggles and failures alongside her successes. He understood that her greatest strength as a television judge came not from her legal expertise, but from her ability to connect with people on a human level. Throughout her television career, Judge Toler often spoke about the importance of having a strong support system at home. She credited Eric with making it possible for her to give so much of herself to helping others because she knew she had someone who was completely devoted to her well-being and success. The holiday season of 2022 was supposed to be a time of celebration for the Toler-Mumford family. After decades of building their life together, Eric and Judge Toler were looking forward to spending Christmas with their children and grandchildren. But fate had other plans. On December 23, 2022, Eric Mumford passed away suddenly at the age of 71. The news came as a shock to everyone who knew him, including his wife who had been by his side for over 30 years. The exact circumstances of his death have remained private, with the family choosing to focus on celebrating his life rather than dwelling on the details of his passing. The timing of Eric's death made the loss even more devastating. Christmas had always been a special time for their family, filled with traditions that Eric had helped create and maintain over the years. Instead of celebrating the holidays, Judge Toler found herself planning a funeral and trying to process the reality that her life partner was gone. The immediate aftermath of Eric's death was a period of intense grief and adjustment for Judge Toler. For over 3 decades, she had shared every major decision, every triumph, and every challenge with Eric. Suddenly, she was facing the prospect of navigating life without the person who had been her closest advisor and strongest supporter. Those close to the family described the weeks following Eric's death as some of the most difficult in Judge Toler's life. She had spent years helping others cope with loss and life transitions, but experiencing such profound grief firsthand was an entirely different challenge. The woman who had always been strong for others now needed to find strength for herself. The impact of Eric's death extended far beyond Judge Toler herself. Their 6 children lost not just a father and stepfather, but a man who had been a stabilizing force in their lives for decades. The grandchildren lost a grandfather who had been actively involved in their lives, and the extended family lost someone who had been a unifying presence at family gatherings. In the entertainment industry, Eric's death was felt by everyone who had worked with Judge Toler over the years. Production staff, fellow judges, and television executives all remembered him as a kind, supportive husband who had made Judge Toler's demanding career possible through his unwavering support. What has been most remarkable about Judge Toler's response to Eric's death is how she has chosen to honor his memory while also being honest about her own struggles with grief. Rather than retreating from public life or putting on a brave face, she has shared her journey of healing with the same honesty and vulnerability that made her so effective on television. In her first public statements after Eric's death, Judge Toler spoke about the disorienting nature of grief and how it affects every aspect of daily life. She described waking up each morning and having to remember all over again that Eric was gone, a process that felt like losing him repeatedly. She has been particularly open about the practical challenges of adjusting to life alone after decades of partnership. Simple things like making decisions about household matters, managing finances, and even choosing what to watch on television became reminders of Eric's absence. But Judge Toler has also spoken about the unexpected ways that grief has connected her to others. She has received thousands of messages from fans who have lost spouses, and she has found comfort in knowing that she is not alone in experiencing such profound loss. Her approach to grief has been characterized by the same practical wisdom that made her so effective as a judge. She has emphasized the importance of allowing herself to feel the full weight of her loss while also taking care of her basic needs and maintaining connections with the people who love her. One of the most touching aspects of Judge Toler's journey has been how she has found ways to feel Eric's presence even after his death. She has spoken about continuing to seek his advice when facing difficult decisions, imagining what he would say in various situations, and finding comfort in the values and perspectives he shared with her over their decades together. She has also found meaning in carrying forward the work that they both believed in. Eric had always been proud of his wife's ability to help families heal and communicate better, and Judge Toler has spoken about wanting to continue this mission as a way of honoring his memory and their shared commitment to helping others. The response from Judge Toler's fans and colleagues has been overwhelming in its warmth and support. Social media has been filled with messages of condolence, shared memories of Eric, and expressions of admiration for Judge Toler's courage in sharing her grief so openly. Many people have commented on how Judge Toler's honesty about grief has helped them process their own losses. Her willingness to admit that she doesn't have all the answers, that healing is messy and non-linear, and that it's okay to struggle has provided comfort to countless people who are walking similar paths. Fellow celebrities and entertainment industry professionals have also reached out with support, sharing their own experiences with loss and offering practical help during this difficult time. The outpouring of love has been a testament to the respect and affection that Judge Toler has earned throughout her career. As Judge Toler continues to navigate life without Eric, she has begun to speak about what the future might hold. While she is still deep in the grieving process, she has expressed interest in finding new ways to help people, possibly focusing more directly on issues of loss, healing, and resilience. She has also spoken about the importance of honoring Eric's memory by continuing to live fully and purposefully. While the pain of his loss will always be with her, she is committed to finding ways to create meaning and joy in her life moving forward. The story of Judge Lynn Toler and Eric Mumford reminds us that even the strongest people face moments of profound vulnerability and loss. Their 33-year marriage was a testament to the power of love, commitment, and partnership, and Judge Toler's journey through grief shows us that healing is possible even after devastating loss. Her willingness to share her struggles has provided comfort and inspiration to countless people who are facing their own challenges with loss and grief. By being honest about her pain while also demonstrating resilience and hope, she has shown us that it's possible to honor the memory of those we've lost while also building a meaningful future. As we conclude today's story, we're reminded that celebrity news isn't always about scandals and drama. Sometimes, it's about real people facing real challenges with courage and grace. Judge Lynn Toler's journey through grief is a powerful example of how we can face life's most difficult moments with dignity, honesty, and hope. Her story continues to unfold, and we'll be following her journey with respect and admiration. Thank you for joining us for this deeper look into the life of Judge Lynn Toler. If this story has touched you, please share it with others and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more meaningful celebrity news, and we'll see you next time.